Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning.
Good morning, viewers. That view was from, believe it or not, the bathroom. When we're in Oltre Il Colle, which is a commune up in the mountains on the other side of Passo Zampla. Yeah, really nice up here. Not much to do, obviously. There's a few things that are open. We found a restaurant, pizzeria, had a little beer last night, and then walked back and then had a lovely relaxing evening. Let's get to the map, because that's what's important today. Weather could be a little bit rainy, but let's have a look at the map. Okay, we're here up in the mountains. We're going to head back down on this route there and head for Lake Como, where we're going to go to the factory at Mandela, which is the Motto Guzzi factory and exhibition, and then we're going to carry out across the lake and head across the border into Switzerland and stay at Lugano there. Okay, yeah, so not far today, about 80 miles, but bearing in mind the weather, it's probably going to be a bit of a godsend. we might dodge the rain a little bit. Okay, that's today's plan. So breakfast, load up, on the road. Speak to you soon. Well, here we are. We've left the B&B and then we're heading downhill towards Lake Como eventually. It's only 72 miles according to SatNav. As you can see, the weather is a little bit inclement, so maybe we either ride into it or ride out of it, one way to look at it. So our reputation as rain dodging is still reasonably good, because it's not actually raining, it's more like a sort of misty cloud. And looking ahead in the valley, you can see some light sky, so you never know. But the interesting thing, we are going to the Motto Guzzi museum. I don't think there's a factory tour. I may be wrong. I'm sure I saw something on YouTube about it, but that might have been a festival day, where occasionally the factory hold festival days where everyone with a Motto Guzzi turns up and they all go out for ride out, so it might have been that one that I was looking at. In any case, the museum is open. That should take about an hour, but we're also going to get the ferry across the lake. Should be interesting, which of course I will film. What else? That's it really. Oh yeah, we've got a day off tomorrow, so we're off the bikes. Maybe do. You're right, it is our wedding anniversary. Day off. I don't think Anne planned it that way. It just so happens. We're a bit funny when it comes to our wedding anniversary. We don't really celebrate it that much, but we'll have a kiss and a cuddle. There you go, on our day off. Again, taking it reasonably slowly at the moment because of the there's no heat in the tyres. It's still quite what's it, 12.5 C, so you know, takes a while, doesn't it? Some Italian roads aren't the best, as you can see. They're patchwork, a little bit uneven, but and then you get a bus coming at you as you come up the hill, hurtling at you. Yeah, great. Beautiful building. Get some stunning architecture and then not so. Yeah. But I have worked out, you know, a lot of these places, they don't seem to build more than 5 stories high, and up to the regulation in Italy. When you count the stories, it's only like 5 flats. You know, or anything less. They're all a similar height when I was looking out of the room last night. So maybe it's just coincidence, I don't know. I'm sure that there's something also, you know, a lot of countries, I know Greece has something about certain areas you can only build so high. So everyone gets the same, you don't get this horrible skyline of ups and downs, you just get a standard skyline. So we've got about 46 miles to go, so, but I haven't filmed most of the journey because it's been just heavy traffic. Saturday traffic, I suppose, people getting about for a long week. And the scenery tends to be a little bit, well, it's towny really, isn't it? Still got the mountains to the right though, but we are heading for Lake Como. So the signposts have been up for quite some time. It's quite well heavily populated, this part, compared to what we've had previously. So obviously coming down to the flatlands in between the mountains. We're still in Lombardy. It's quite industrial as well. Here we are in Lake Como. Coffee stop before the museum. Coffee stop before the museum, and we stop as well. Yeah, it's really lovely. Pity the sun's not out, but yeah, it's quite stunning. Here we are at the Motto Guzzi Museum. Isn't that beautiful? So this is dedicated to all the Corsa, the racing that Guzzi did in the 50s. So beautifully designed as well, aren't they? into the 70s now. That was a bit iconic, wasn't it? The California was the one that sold quite well in America. I think, wasn't it? You remember the chips? Weren't they on Guzzi, California? I might be wrong actually. No, I think they were on Kawasaki's. I'm not sure. Always looked like they were on those. It was like California Highway Patrol, wasn't it? The 80s design, yeah, very 80s, aren't they? But, I seem to remember this particular model, if you've ever seen the film The Italian Job, back in the 60s, where they're picking up the gold at the airport and all the police are on, I'm sure they're on the Falcone Turismo. So they've supplied the police, Italian police, quite a lot, for many years, haven't they? Ooh, look at that one. 2008. It looks like it's still supplying the Italian police for them, V85TT. Run. We're going to have the Imola and the Le Mans, aren't we? And the Monza. Iconic. Oh, there he is. My dream bike when I was a kid was the 850 Le Mans. That was what I wanted. That one. Such a long bike as well. Huh? Yes, it was really long, but it was stunning. Yeah. Mark II, Mark III. Wow, look, they got the 1000 there, look. Stunning looking bike. So we just left the Motto Guzzi factory and museum, which you will see on this episode. Yeah, some stunning bikes, absolutely amazing history they have, not only racing, track racing, just normal production, and you've got some Dakar models as well, so you know, really embracing everything about motorcycling. I think they have the history of being the longest continuous or European motorcycle factory. Continuous production of a motorcycle. The first one, which is in the video, is 1919. Guzzi Parodi. And I seem to remember the story of the Guzzi. There were three friends. One was an aviator. They all got together to have this concept of building motorcycles. Hence why their sign is the aviation symbol for Italian Air Force. In memory of one of the founders who was killed in a airplane crash. Did we buy anything in the shop? I did buy a Motto Guzzi t-shirt at a very reasonable €40 as well. Probably twice that if it was Harley or Triumph. Would I own a Guzzi? Well, we haven't ruled it out. It's on the list. I am working my way slowly through every manufacturer, but no rush at the moment. As you can see, the rain is slowly getting worse. That rain dodging reputation we had has finally been broken. We looked at the weather map, and massive storms in Lugano as well, so that's where we're headed. But before then, we've got to get across a very misty lake, which is in about 5 or 6 miles to the ferry to get to the other side. Crossing over the lake. So it's only about a 15-minute crossing. And the rain has stopped. Great. Not too bad at all. We've met someone from Portugal also riding, doing a route across the Alps as well. It's done exactly the same as us. So we were going to go to a stop near a mine, but looking at the weather, I think we're going to go straight to the hotel, because we're going to be riding into a lot more rain and cloud. But yeah, it's really good. There we have the Grand Hotel Menagio. I'm sure it was grand in its time. Especially in the 30s, the 20s, when Lake Garda was the place to be. Not sure everyone's kitted out for this weather at the moment. Seeing a lot of people wearing shorts and the like. So of course we've got to climb to get out from the lake. looking at the sat nav, twisting up into the mountains again. Yeah, and Andrew said whilst avoiding hurtling buses. So here we are, still in the Italian side, but fast approaching Switzerland, or the Swiss border, with Lake Lugano on the left. There it is. Yeah, it's only a short day today in the saddle, but we've done a lot, quite a lot. Especially with the having a look at the museum at Motto Guzzi. That was quite good. And then crossing Lake Como by ferry. And then a few twisties after that and before. It was quite nice coming out in the mountains this morning. I said we didn't really have any rain until we got into Lake Como, so it wasn't too bad. And it seems to have sort of eased off now. And a little bit of brightness coming over the left-hand side. Spoke to a guy who was all the way from Portugal on tour, same as us. We had lots of fun. He's staying by Lake Como. He's into electronics. I think his business is that. And I didn't know it, but apparently Volta was born the other side of Lake Como. And it's a bit of a, I suppose, a pilgrimage for him. So I think what we'll do is we'll end this episode here, going through this lovely tunnel. And if you've liked the video, give us a thumbs up, or if you haven't subscribed, please do. Lots more episodes coming. I'm sort of doing as much as I can while we're away without spoiling our holiday. So I shall speak to you soon.